What's up, FSG? What's up, Flow State Gang? We are back with another video. We are back on GT Sport, and we are back with the Karting Championship Series. Today we got Stoney with us. Say what's up, Stoney.
Hey, how we doing, guys?
I know we didn't have you last time when we went over Spa. You know what I'm saying? You're a little bit under the weather, but it's all good. We got us back. We are week 10 now of 12, going and kind of finishing up the season a little bit. We are at Tsukuba. So Tsukuba's notorious for definitely being one of those tracks that gets a lot of popularity for, you know what I'm saying, karting and people coming to see it, and definitely all that. You guys are looking at a new helmet that I made, just not for a special race for here, but I figured I'd kind of update the helmet a little bit since I kind of got the little vibe from Christmas and, you know what I'm saying, a little JDM. So I was like, you know what I'm saying, I'll make a new helmet just for the regular, you know what I'm saying. I kind of figured I had to up the game from the off liveries that I had for the helmets. But Stoney's about to go ahead and give us the rundown of who's showing up and the standings before the race. So Stoney, go ahead and give us a rundown.
Yeah, so our top 4 drivers in the standings are all present again tonight. So we'll have Frost, me, Stoney, you, Alex, and Ajax taking up the top 4 positions on the grid for our first heat tonight. The race between you and I is pretty tight still at this point, with 3 races left in the season, counting this one. There's an 8-point gap between you and I, so anything can happen between you and I for second place here. There's a 21-point gap ahead of me to Frost, though, so a little bit of a gap there. We would need something bad to happen to Frost for us to have a shot at him at this point. But Ajax behind you, that's a 31-point gap, and then Hennessy is not here tonight. He's only 8 or 9 points ahead of Island, who is. So we can expect Island to lose one position, or I'm sorry, Hennessy to lose a position to Island tonight. Behind Island on the grid, I apologize, I gotta scroll a bit. Alright, behind Island on the grid, we have Corey BFU making his 3rd appearance with the league, the Lone Ranger making his 2nd appearance with the league, and then Milan's Mako 71. This is his 2nd appearance with the league, but his 1st appearance in the kart series, so he will be in last place on the grid for all of our races tonight.
So that's basically gonna wrap it up. This is I think last week we had 10 people last week, right? So
yeah, last week we had 10 drivers.
And this week I think we have 8. So we definitely could have picked up more in practice, but you know what I'm saying, as the season goes on, we're definitely getting more consistent numbers and bigger numbers and stuff like that. So it's basically just a foreshadow for next season. But we're about to go ahead and get into the content, into the race. See you guys at the grid. Alright, so we are at the grid. We have an 8-lap, 8-lap heats, and then a 12-lap feature. So we got Frost at the front, taking pole position from Stoney to me, and basically all the standings before. So we're gonna see if we can get a good start up against Stoney, and Frost gets away pretty well. Stoney gets away well too. So for the top 3, it's gonna stay the same as far as I'm concerned, but Stoney gets a little bit kind of fishtail in the back end. Now Island's gonna try to make a move up on him, and Ajax is gonna go down the middle as well. And now Lone Ranger is gonna try to see if he can get into the mix, but now Island's up into 3rd place, followed by Ajax, Stoney, and Lone Ranger battling out for the 4th position. This is actually a pretty good start, wouldn't you say, Stoney?
Yeah, this was a really tight race all around. I'm pretty excited for the show tonight. But the Lone Ranger, I think, is here for his 2nd week, and he didn't do all that well last week. But you can see right now he's hanging out in 3rd place. He's going to be a contender tonight. And sure. Ajax is on good form as well. So
yes, he is definitely on good form. And Island's kind of up there too as well. I don't really know. I think somebody in the back kind of spun out. I think Milan and Mako had a bit of
Milan and
Corey and Mako.
Yeah, Corey was unhappy after this race. He was, probably with. I mean, I'm not sure who he was unhappy with actually, but it seemed like something happened in this first heat that upset him.
Yeah, I think it was. Him and Corey definitely had some words for each other during the race.
The racing in the middle of the field is excellent right now.
Oh yeah, it
looks like from 2nd all the way back to 6th here. We got some really good racing going on.
Island's actually pretty up there. So now Lone Ranger is gonna see if he can try to track me down. Island's gonna see if he can put in some pace and see. We'll see where his times are after this lap.
Ajax and I are just side by side, and we are probably gonna stay that way for a little while here. I think we were neck and neck all night tonight.
Fuck you.
Are you looking at my cart?
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna go to Ajax's POV. Hold on. I'm gonna go side by side.
Yeah, he'll probably get up next to me pretty soon here. I had a special event livery tonight. It's festive.
For Tsukuba only.
Yep. I was feeling a certain type of way.
I'm actually going to be revamping, since I revamped the helmet. I'm actually thinking about redoing the kart liveries for the rest of the season moving forward. You know, I gotta keep it different, you know what I'm saying? I gotta keep it spicy around here, so we'll check out Stoney's livery in a second, but as you see on that side, it definitely says fuck you. But now going up into second place, you guys know how Frost is. This is his track. This is his best track. 55 flat. What am I about to run? 56.3. That's really good. Oh my god, Lone Ranger runs a 55.8. So I'm not gonna lie, Lone Ranger had better pace than me, I would say. He definitely was running faster laps, but my defense...
Lone Ranger claims to have run a 54... Did he say 7 in practice?
No, that's the world record. That's the world record. It's a 54.7.
Right. No. He claims to have run that.
That's cap.
Frost says, did you run that? He said yes. He said that's a world record, and he's like, well, I'm not effing with you guys.
He must have meant to say
if you
50.
know in the comments what the world record for karts is on
who the
Tsukuba.
holder is. And
someone in our league claims to have run, what was the time again? A 54.7?
54.7.
He doesn't have the rest of the decimals on it. He tried to verify it, couldn't find it. So we want to know if that's realistic and if that would be a world record.
So, I'm not gonna lie. So me and Lone Ranger had a few words with each other before the race. So what you're about to see is very personal. So last time we were at Tsukuba, I literally was on the same type of time, and I was on some crazy, like, taking some different line defending type. So what you're gonna see me do here is I'm just gonna basically try to gut him like a fish. Like, honestly, I was defending and attacking and doing basically the things that I do in my driving style, and just, you know, things that I'm very comfortable with, you know, and things is just, I don't know, it's just nature to me. I'm not gonna lie, this is the part of my driving style you can see that I definitely kind of style after Max Verstappen. Just tenacious, like, you're not gonna get that position. Not anything like you've seen in the last few races. I'm talking about like stuff we've seen like last season. Definitely more of the things we've seen like in the beginning of the season, the F1. But just, you know, you guys know how Max is. My defense was definitely on some Fernando Alonso. Like, I think defending people get it a little bit. It's very simple. When you're defending someone and you're coming out of a corner, the simplest thing you could do is put the car in the middle of the track. Put the car where he's going. If you're gonna take the early apex, put the car on, and if you go early apex and you're gonna end up going wide, put the car in the middle of the track, or like at least on the end of the apex, like on the exit of the apex where he would undercut you. It's just as simple as that. Like, you have to cut off his exit and make sure you disrupt his timing. So right here, I cut it down the inside. I disrupt his timing. I make him go wide. I make him miss the whole apex. He kind of bumped wheels a little bit, stuff like that. So I'm like, okay. So now we're gonna go into the last turn tied up. I'm gonna try to give him a little bit of a squeeze to the outside and try to block him from hitting the apex, but then that would just enable him to cut under me, but we still do gain more speed. He actually is 93 miles per hour coming out of that turn. That's not really where you want to be at. You want to be at about 98, 97. You don't really want to get to like 96, 95. So I go wide and I try to pull off an overcut. That's what I'm talking about. Like, it's just like, yeah, I was a little pissed off. I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of pissed off. I'm driving very aggressive, not really caring where he's at. I'm also being clean at the same time. I'm not bumping him or shoving him. It's just hard racing right now. So, you know, it's just the shit you like to see, and that's just, you know, the tracks like this really bring that shit out of you. I'm not gonna lie, and he was bringing the best out of me here. You guys are gonna see these lap times when I was running like 56.5.
Ajax and I are coming together just behind you guys now too, so we got two pretty close races going on. This track was a lot of fun. This is a really good track for a lot of people, so the racing, I think, was really tight tonight. I mean, with the exception of Frost, who seems to be a half a lap ahead right now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
There's big gaps right now, but I think as the night progresses, you guys will see things tighten up a little bit. Yeah, you and Ranger going back and forth. Holy cow!
Yeah, you see, I'm going for that. That's where I went. That's where I went for the move, and he kind of got like startled. He was like amazed that I was going for these moves. Yeah, I was driving like a, yeah, and then
Oh, and he
just
got
couldn't.
loosened one off the track there, and I
that,
think Ajax and I are going to pull a position on him now. Yep.
So that was just
We're both going to get around him.
That was kind of the icing on the cake for me. I'm not gonna lie. I was just like, I don't know, I just do my talking on the track basically. That's kind of what it came down to, you know.
So Ajax is going to be right on my rear bumper coming out of this last corner
watching
here.
This, we're gonna see what happens.
Looks like he's going to try to make a run on me.
Stoney, see if Ajax can get a good run. He didn't really get the best exit. He's kind of far back. No, I don't really think he's gonna get it. But Frost's going to come home for a P1. I'm gonna come home for a P2. Let's see if Stoney can clinch this P3.
Yeah, looks like I'm going to keep it.
P3. So Ajax coming in fourth. Lone Ranger, unfortunately, I would have liked Lone Ranger to get the third place personally over Stoney, because yeah, you'll see at the end. But Mako actually does end up coming back to overtake Island for a 6th place, and then Corey BFU is in last place. Alright, so Lone Ranger is on the pole, followed from Corey, Island, Ajax, me, Stoney, Frost, and Milan Mako in the back. So we're going to see if Ranger gets a good start against Corey. Let's see if he actually goes. Oh, that's a penalty. So I'm going to go around him. Island's going to go around him. Frost is going to go around him. He's going to drop all the way back to last place. Corey's up in the first, going into the first corner. Island is up in the second as well. Corey goes a bit wide. Island's going to go up in the first place, and I'm sneaking my nose up in there. I'm up in third. Stoney is back in 5th. I actually cut through the inside. I knew nobody was going to take the inside immediately, so I cut through the inside, and I'm going to snatch that first place from Island and Corey. Now Stoney is up into third. And oh, Corey just spins it. Corey spins it again.
Corey's off the track.
Corey's off the track, and he's the only one that got the worst out of that whole situation. And now now Lone Ranger gets a really nice cut through on that turn.
3 wide in the back.
Yeah, this is nuts.
Island got the worst of that, came out in 7th place under the final stretch, but there's probably maybe a second and a half between first and last right now.
Yeah, so that's nuts. So now Stoney is going 2 wide, damn near 3 wide, coming out of the last corner. Stoney's going to try to defend from these two.
I think Frost might bump Lone Ranger here. Right, it says "fuck you."
Oh, does it? Well, I got to see this. Hold on.
If you go to Lone Ranger first person and then look to the right,
I see it.
Now he's getting ahead of me. Now you can look back and see butthole.
What? Oh, it does say bow. I want to see that. Hold on. I want to see you get a cut through, because I still haven't seen the other side of the car. Does it say fuck you on both sides?
Now you want to go to Frost. No, on the other side it says I'll eat your babies.
Oh, damn.
You might need to go back to Ajax now.
I'm back at Ajax. Oh, wait, no, I'm back at you.
I'm going to battle it out with Ajax at some point here. Oh, it looks like Island and Milan's are going at it.
They are. I'm literally looking at them right now and trying to look at you. So I think this is Frost and Lone Ranger right next to each other. So they're on each other's case at the moment. So now Frost is charging me, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, I know he's gonna catch me. It's kind of inevitable for him not to catch me. And Ranger gets a bit of a look there and kind of peeps him out wide a little bit, and actually takes that. Wait, does he? No. Okay, so Lone Ranger actually gives that position
The fighting
back to
slowing
him.
people down was a big factor in this race. Because we were all so close together lap time wise. There wasn't a huge gap between the fastest and the slowest guys.
Yeah.
This inverted grid really shook things up. Like, you had quite a gap there. You had lots of clean road, and because Ranger and Frost have been going back and forth with each other, you and I have both been able to keep pace with them.
Yeah, so yeah, that was definitely true. But I just noticed something. Speaking of golf liveries, Ninja Nate is not here. I'm kind of missing that little golf livery he was rocking last race.
Someone else has it though.
Lone
Ranger.
Yeah, Lone Ranger and him. I think they're kind of teammates. He kind of rocks the older, vintage-looking golf livery, and then obviously Ninja rocks the newer type F1 version. So now we got Frost on our case right now, and I think in the back,
Ajax is about to pass me,
and Stoney are gonna fight as well, going across the line. So Ajax is gonna go down the inside. See, that right there is what Ajax should have that was good right there. He didn't really slow down, but he put the car right where Stoney wanted to go to try to get the undercut. So that was really good. That was really good from him right there. So that's what I think I'm gonna
fight. If I remember right, I'm gonna fight with him for a few laps here. He and I went back and forth pretty much all night. Actually,
yeah, I think right here, I was trying to defend from Frost as long as I could, because I'm like, okay, 4 laps. If I can just keep him behind me and just find out a way to keep him behind me, there's a small sliver of chance. And I was even thinking to even getting Lone Ranger in the party too, just to slow Frost down as much as possible. So I'm just like, I don't really know, because
Yeah, it wouldn't have been a bad idea of you to like use Ranger as like a human shield
yeah, that's
against
what I
Frost
wanted
if
to
you had
do.
the chance to. Just get side by side with him and don't let Frost do anything.
I was trying to back Frost up into Lone Ranger, so Lone Ranger to try to give him a chance to overtake, but he makes a mistake right there. It goes wide, so I'm like, bro, how am I supposed to get you? I'm low-key helping him so we can help each other get away from this monster of a driver, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm defending my butt off, you know what I'm saying? I still got that adrenaline from that last race, just so now I'm trying to defend. I'm squeezing him out. I'm doing all this. I'm covering off the insides. So if you watch it right here, he wants to try to take the inside. I actually, I think I let him get it because I just want to be in the slipstream coming out of this turn. So I wasn't really too mad with that. As long as I was coming across the line right next to him, I wasn't really too mad. So he goes and tries to defend to the inside. I'm like, all right, cool.
That's what I always did on that corner too. I would always hug the inside down entry, because as long as you have the inside line, they can't come out ahead of you.
So we dived down the inside here.
And I would do the same thing that you just did here. I would always just take the inside line on both of those turns. You want to really hug or eat up the inside on entry, because...
Yep. And you guys see how I just ate up that inside on the exit as well, just so he tried to get that cutback, and I prevented him from getting the cutback. So that's what I mean by just perfect defense right there. So that was really good defense. He kind of gets on the dirt a little bit there. I think you and Ajax are right behind me and Frost.
Yeah, we're going back and forth right now.
Just gets on the grass and good recovery.
I'm going to keep pace with him, though.
Nice recovery. Good recovery right there from Stoney. And I think, so now, 2 laps later, we're still in front of Frost, and I'm kind of applauding myself at this moment. So I'm like, okay, but now at this time we're in front. So I'm going to pin him to the right side. I'm going to go outside and try to get a better, more speed coming into this first turn. And he actually goes to the inside this time, so just so I don't cut him off. And I was thinking about cutting in the inside, but I'm like, nah, I'm not going to do that. As you see, we're both drifting really crazy. He takes a bit of a wide line. So now I'm still behind him, and I'm just like, going into these corners, he's definitely gonna be quicker than me. So I think it might be over. So I'm trying to throw the car in there with him, but you guys know how Frost is. He gets, bro. It's just so hard.
Watch the battle between Ajax and I, first person from him. You're getting a good look at the phrasage.
I'm still not getting the other side. I want the other side. I keep getting the side.
I've got the cart has tusks. That's those white triangles on the front. One of them has blood on the tip.
Why did you make this? Like
I don't know. I just felt like making a special livery today. I mean, I was trying to make an actual good-looking livery until I started putting decals on it, and then I couldn't find any sponsors that I liked, so I just wrote a bunch of bullshit on it. Wow. But like the colors and the patterns and stuff, I was thinking of using for a serious livery. Fuck you! I'll eat your babies.
Eat your babies. Look at that. It says I will eat your babies on it. So he's gonna go down the inside. And Stoney does a good job defending from that. I think Ajax probably could have been a little bit wider, and got a more straight line speed going up into the exit. Ajax is gonna make a look. Going down the inside. Still some pretty good defense from Stoney as well. Lone Ranger is in the background, hoping to prowl down on Ajax.
Will we get an
overtake on Ajax? Lone Ranger spins it, running into the back of Ajax. So that is not what he wants. And I think Mako is actually going to maybe gain a position off this. Will he gain a position off this? Oh, and they're going side by side.
Neck and neck.
I'm going to
say Lone Ranger is going to come out ahead on this.
Yeah, I think Lone Ranger's going to get it. Lone Ranger has the inside line. Mako should cut it back on the inside now. And does he have a sliver of a chance?
His only shot was to try to draft around.
Oh, on the outside? Oh, it was close.
No,
it was close.
No
chance. It was really close. Yeah, no chance. I think... Lone Ranger blocked off the fastest route to get to the finish line, but Island
Look at how consistent his lap times are, though. All 57s.
Yeah, all right, guys. So getting into the 12-lap feature, we have Corey on pole from Island, Lone Ranger, Ajax, Stoney, Alex, Frost, and Mako. I know Lone Ranger's definitely he jumps again. He jumps again on the start, and actually, Island might get. I would say Island's probably going to try to get this inside on Corey, but no, he just slots behind him. Ajax up into third. Stoney battling it out with his teammate as well. I'm up into 5th place. So now this time around, we're in the middle of it instead of just kind of just gunning into the front. We're kind of in the middle of it, so it's getting a little bit rough. I was kind of being really aggressive, so I was just like, bro, I gotta get to the front. I'm not gonna lie, my eyes was literally just staring right at Stoney. I was just making sure I was just right with him. And I tried to go, I wanted to try to maybe go down the inside here, but I was actually gonna end up being in the middle of them, and I didn't want to do that. So now I'm right in front of Stoney, and Island gets in a collision with
everybody.
With Ranger, and then he hits me. So like,
yeah, Island hit Ranger, you, and Frost.
Yeah, so it was just not. It just wasn't good at all. So, so now
man.
Frost is all the way in the back. He's look how far back he is, man. This is just ridiculous, bro. Look how far back he is.
That's Frost.
It's Frost all the way in the back.
What? Okay. Oh my God,
dude. Just you guys probably
just
already know
watch.
what the fuck is about to happen. Yeah, like I don't even gotta say much.
Just watch. My God.
And so now I'm getting into tussles with these guys, and you see it's just really aggressive. I'm not gonna lie, I probably was a little bit too aggressive with Ranger there, but he didn't really say much. So now we're gonna move up onto Island, and I'm like, okay, I still see Stoney right there. I still see him right there. You know what I'm saying? Because my goal was just, as long as I'm scoring more points than Stoney, I don't care if me and Stoney are fighting for last place crumbs. I don't give a fuck. I have to score more points than him. That's literally all I was thinking. So now me and Island are going literally neck and neck into the last corner, literally right side by side. So that's pretty
Aaron's
cool to
next
see.
to me on the fuck you side.
Corey's up in the first place. Look at that. Corey's up in the first place.
That's yeah, Corey was having a really good showing. Very, very impressive.
No, he does not. That's really good defense from you right there, Stoney.
This is his third week with us. Yeah, his third race with us tonight.
Oh, you kind of went wide. Ajax is going to get a look. He's going to go inside. Does he get it? Oh, you guys are going neck and neck into this flat-out right-hander. Stoney, you able to keep the position. But Ajax is still there. Still there. Still there. Let's see what he does here. Let's see what he does here. Let's see what the defense is like. If he cut off the inside, will he slide in behind? No, they go neck and neck onto the last corner. Wow, this is some good battles right here. You see me in the background. I'm just watching. I'm like, that's what I'm like. I'm like, So, going into this last corner, Stoney's going to get the racing line, or at least better of the racing line. Ajax is going to slide in behind him. It doesn't go for the slipstream. He's actually probably going to try to. Let's see what he does here. Will he go for the switchback this time? Will Stoney defend just as good as he did last time? Ajax gets a bit of a look, and actually so side by side. Corey makes a mistake up front. He goes through the grass, and now I'm like just sitting here just eating my popcorn, just kind of just watching it. We got 12 laps. I'm like, cool, we got 12 laps. I'm gonna just take it patient. I still got Lone Ranger behind me. He's still really quick, and look at Corey. Like, dude,
Corey B, if you finally makes a mistake,
and he hits me right here, and I'm just so happy he didn't kill me. And actually, I gave up a position because he hit me the first time. That wasn't the first time he hit me. He hit me a time before that. So I'm not gonna lie. If that wouldn't have happened, I probably would have like had a better chance of getting Stoney in the end. But
yeah, that spread things out between Stoney, Ajax, and I. Now you're tied up with Lone Ranger, but there's plenty of clear track.
Look at Frost. He's already up in the 5th place. I know it was a few laps ago, but he's on.
Oh wow.
Now he's getting up there. He's looking for 55.
Like 2 laps ago, he was back where Corey BFU is now.
Like
Corey, I didn't realize how far back he fell. Holy cow!
Yeah, well, I didn't realize that either. Yeah, that's nuts. That's not good at all. Ugh, so now he's back.
Lone Ranger's off the track again. He's back in 6th place now.
That was a good thing for me because I was just kind of happy I didn't have to battle him because I really didn't want to have to battle him. So now I got Ajax in front of me, so I'm gonna battle Ajax for a little bit. I'm like, okay. After this lap, we got 6 laps left to go, and I'm just like, okay. Will that be enough time? Do I have the pace to catch Stoney? It's just kind of like a thing, but we also have Frost behind us too, so I'm just like, oh my gosh. Like, this is about to be crazy what you guys are about to see. This three-way head fight. So I'm going to go on the inside, cut on the inside of Ajax to hopefully try to get the racing line here and try to cut him off, but Frost is right behind. Frost is going to try to get some slipstream off the both of us. So I still have the inside. I really gun it on the inside here, and I go wide. So Ajax actually does get the position on me, and Frost is now going to go try to get the position on me as well. I'm like, no, there's no way. But I am in the slipstream of Ajax, so I'm able to get that, and I just dive my cart down on the inside of Ajax's no holds barred right here. I'm like, bro, we got Frost behind me. I was like, nah, I'm not letting this. I was like, I can't let this slide. And speaking of sliding, this dude Ajax is catching the slide. And now Frost is going to try to take it up on the inside. he's kind of just playing a little bit patient, passive aggressive, sort of, kind of. And I'm just like, bro, I'm just trying to catch Stoney. That's literally all I care about. I don't care about battling these two. I'm just like, bro, like my #1 priority is Stoney, but I'm trying to defend. At the same time, I'm trying to defend from Ajax, and now he has a better position. But I'm gonna slide underneath as he hits the curb. So now I'm gonna slide underneath and just make a little bit of contact with him. And now Frost is gonna see what he's going down on the inside. Will he dive down on us? He tries. He's in there. He's in there. He's in there. He's in there. Will he make it happen against Ajax? He doesn't get it on me, but no, he doesn't make it happen. Ajax and I are still ahead, and I'm still ahead of Ajax. And this is just some great racing between the three of us. Keeping it real clean, not killing each other, you know. Oh, I think Ajax is, good defense from Frost right there. He's playing it really good, so I think me and Ajax both knew that we're definitely going to try to help each other out with trying to keep Frost behind. I think, you know, neither one of us wanted him, and actually no, Frost gets in front of him, so I think Ajax went a little bit too deep in the corner, and then Frost advanced off of that. So I'm like, bro, this 1 lap, 2 laps of battling really just didn't do much for me, and see, Frost is gonna push me through the corner, so that's gonna help me a little bit, and Ajax is gonna go down the inside now. Frost is gonna take it really, really wide, so now they're neck and neck going into the corner, and they're sitting here right behind me. Frost gives me a bit of a push again, and we're just gonna throw it in the corner this time. Ending up actually getting a pretty decent exit. As long as we're still in front just defending, it doesn't really matter how fast we're going. We just want to put the car right where we need it to be. Frost is literally pushing us through these corners right now. That's how much faster he's going. He kind of pushed us through that corner, but we ended up staying ahead. He actually like nudged us through that corner, like really gave us a good push. And now Stoney's still ahead. He's actually growing a gap right now, so this is just not what I want. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, Stoney, I don't know, he's cheesing right now. He's like, bro. And honestly, Stoney, do you have a win? Do you have a win in the variety series?
In the variety series, yeah, I won the first race, which was a kart race.
Look here. So if Stoney gets this win right here, me and Stoney are also battling for. So if Stoney wins this race, he will be the first person ever. If me or him win this race, we will be the first persons ever in this league to win in all 3 series that are in this league. And that's what I was trying to go for earlier. And one of us would have already had it if it wasn't for Frost, obviously. One of us clearly would have obviously had it. I couldn't really tell you where it would have been.
Well, let's look back. Last week I took second. The week before that you took second. The week before that I took second. The week before that I took second. The week before that you took second. The week before that I took second. The week before that I took second. Before that it was Cripple. And then me and then you. And then you took second the week before that. And then me the week before that. So, and Frost has won every race except for the first one, which Sugar Honey Iced Tea won.
Oh wait,
but we have always come in second.
Wait, you said Horse Thief Mile karts, or that's in the variety series? That doesn't count as karting, does it?
Right, that's the race I won.
Oh wow. Okay.
So I won a variety series kart race.
Yeah, that's kind of ironic.
But I have not won in the kart series yet.
That's very ironic.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
So that's weird. So so me and him are kind of. I feel that's a great stat. That's a GOAT stat right there. That is really a great stat. And I really realized that. I'm like, I done already won a GTA. I won at Laguna Seca, and I'm like, bro. I'm like, Frost, please win. I'm like, bro, Frost, please win. And you see Stoney goes in the inside to try to defend.
Yeah, I'm hanging on for dear life at this point.
Yeah,
I got
I know.
3 laps left. I feel like I finally have a shot at him. But
you definitely feel like that's definitely the feeling. So now 2 laps left to go now. A lot of pressure.
I'm going to hug the inside here, too. I'm really going to try not to let him take it, but I think he's going to. Nope. He tries to take me on the outside. I'm going to hold on for one more turn.
Whoa, he's going on the dirt with it. Wow,
yeah,
he goes,
gonna pass me too.
No way! Whoa.
Yep.
That's actually, I'm not gonna lie.
He's a psycho.
That's
after this, I think this is gonna be my fastest lap of the race, trying to keep up with him. Just check out my lap time here. I'd be willing to bet this is the fastest lap I turn all day.
A 56.49. I think mine is a 56 flat. Wow. Pretty good for me. Frost has a 54.8. God damn. That is a 10th off of the world record right
there. Out a little bit there.
That is a tenth off of the world record right there, you guys.
Is that
is
really
a
the world
10th.
record? That's
The
the
54.7.
purported world record according to what we hear from our friends in the chat.
No, it's
That's
no.
not something.
That's no. 54.7 is the world record, and he was a
How
tenth
do you
off
know
of it at
that?
the moment.
Is there
That's what
like a
Frost said.
thing? Well, yeah, okay, but like, how does he know?
I don't know. I just know he knows.
Okay, right. Okay, I want to know where that comes from.
And I'm not. Now I'm just like, I was hoping they were gonna battle for longer. I know it's Frost, and that's really hard. It's really hard to battle with him. And I was just like, bro, I really wanted that P2 to get ahead of Stoney. And at the moment, we are tied for points in this race, and I really wanted to get some points on him. Like, I really wanted to get some good points on him, so I could go ahead and go up on the score.
Or at this point in the race, there's some pretty big gaps everywhere.
Yeah.
All the way around. No one's really neck and neck.
But really good battles as well. The battle between me, Frost, and Ajax was, bro. That was what do they call it?
Getting to this point was exciting. This is a really good night of racing. Very competitive. Lone Ranger and Ajax both very fast. Just Lone Ranger couldn't keep it on the track, and I don't think Ajax is quite quick enough.
Yeah, so that's crazy. Corey BFU comes home in 6th place. Mako in 7th. Island in 8th. So yeah, that's basically gonna wrap it up for Tsukuba. I'm happy I had a better result than I did last race. So as you see, go ahead and wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? It's little outlap, inlap, but yeah. So basically the results for that, I think the fastest lap was Frost with a 54.871. So 54.871 was his fastest lap, and I think, I don't want to say I think the next fastest may have been me, as far as I know, because I hit a 56 flat. I didn't really see anybody. No. It was Lone Ranger in the first heat. He hit a 55.8. So really kudos to him for hitting that lap. But yeah, no, Frost is in a different league. He's definitely top 2% on that track. I think he's like top like 5% on that track. He's up there on that track. So it's like literally Frost is one of the best kart drivers in GT Sport in the world, hands down. He's like really good. So he's only 17 years old. Like, just like we talk about Viper being really good and how young he is. These young guys, bro, I swear to God, they have all the energy in the world. I'm only 19, but you know what I'm saying? It's just like, dude, I can only imagine how good I would be if I would have started this shit at 17, and now I would have been way better, obviously, than I am now. But it just takes time. But Stoney, go ahead and tell us what this does for the championship. But I think from Heat 1 to Heat 2, it was only a switch up as far as like the end result. Was Island and Corey was the only one that switched up, was last place. All the rest were the same.
Well, let's see here. Milan's took 6th in both heats, but then took 7th in the feature. Corey BFU, how'd he do? He took last, then 2nd to last, then 3rd to last, so he improved throughout the night. Island took 2nd to last, then last, so he had a rough finish to his night. I took 3rd, 2nd. You took 2nd, 3rd. Frost swept, as he has for the last
3 weeks.
Well, last week.
2 weeks.
No, actually, he only swept last week, not the week before.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ajax took 4th all night. For him, that's a pretty typical finish, I think. Yeah. So not a whole lot of shaking up. The one interesting thing that happened, I think, is that you and I tied for points, so our gap is going to stay at 8 points going into 2 races remaining.
Yeah, it's gonna be nuts.
So that gives me a little bit of a cushion, but I can only really, like, I could maybe lose by 1 position to you throughout the course of one night and still hold on to that lead. So it doesn't mean I get to relax, but it does mean it's going to be tougher for you to take it from me.
Mm-hmm.
Still a big gap between Frost and I. He's probably going to walk away with the lead at this point. I think even if he left at this point,
No.
even if he left, he would only lose because it drops. He could. I think he would still beat me because his. Actually, you know what? His highest drop is the same as. Never mind. He has a 66 that drops yet, and then a 63. So at this point, I think he might actually have it clinched.
Wow.
Because he could even drop his last 2 events. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he could drop his last 2 events and he'd still beat me.
How many drops are there? 4?
3.
3?
Mm-hmm. He has one no-show for week 1, and then his other 2 drops are a 63 and a 66. But my highest drop is a 63. So, if he were to drop his next 2 races, even if I won the last 2 races of the season, I don't think I'd catch him with a 27-point gap.
Yeah. But actually, the last time we were at Tsukuba, so me and you tied for 64. I had 57, and then you had 66. So you still did, like, he's fairly well, just keeping up with it last time here. And obviously, I was just like, coming into this race, I really wasn't confident, but I knew there was something wrong with my driving line and how I was driving this track. Because it deceives you. It makes it seem like this track, you could really drive it smooth, but you really cannot. Like this track is made for people who have controllers. Like, this is a controller track for sure. Like, you could really throw these cars around these corners. Like, that's why Frost is just crazy around. Like, if you notice, the last couple tracks, he hasn't really been taking off crazy like that. He hasn't been, like, super crazy far ahead like he usually was. But this track is just like, bro, he literally is a whole second and a half faster than everybody else. But, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hey, in the standings, I should just mention, Hennessy did lose a position to Island, so that brings Island into the top 5, which, just based on attendance, I think is appropriate that he's up in the top 5. There's only 5 of us, I think, that have shown up to every race, and he's one of them.
Yeah, so.
And then back to 9th place, none of those drivers showed up. Corey BFU picked up 3 positions over Sugar Honey Iced Tea, Ninja Nate, and Real Mad, all no-shows tonight. And then Lone Ranger picked up 2 positions over Blazer and Mako. Mako making his first showing tonight, though. He's tied for with Blazer, and Ranger is tied with Real Mad for 13th and 15th, respectively.
Yeah, so, hey, that's going to go ahead and wrap up that race. But we got, not next week, right? But the week after next week, or is it next week? Or do we have the money race next week, and then we got a week off for karting?
Yeah, next week is the money race. There's a $200 purse as long as we have at least 10 drivers show up. It's an oval race at Northern Isle Speedway. Rules are in our Discord. If you want to join us, just add Ajax97 on PSN, or leave a message in the comments, or both. Scream and yell until we notice you, and we'll get you into the race.
Yep.
All you got to do is show up. It's basically just a recruiting event for PlayStation Auto Racing Club. See if we can get some more people involved in league races like this. So let us know if you're interested.
That's really cool. So next race is 2 weeks from now at Dragon Trail Gardens 2. So I know you guys are looking forward to that. We've already been there, I would want to say twice already. Or maybe once. No, we've been there twice. Yep.
No, we've been there once. We've done Dragon Trail Gardens and Trail Gardens 2 once.
I was just saying that we went to the track.
And we're going to do 2 once more. So, yeah, it'll be our 3rd time to Dragon Trail. That's correct.
Yeah, so this, I think I do pretty well around this track this way. The other way, I was really strong in the first sector, kind of weak in the second sector, but going this way, I think I'm pretty strong all around. Going around this track, so hopefully we can get a bit of a points grab there. I know Stoney's really strong there as well too, so it'll be a really good race. Last time I was there, it was really cool.
Yeah, interesting stat about that is actually Dragon Trail Gardens 2 is the last time you finished ahead of me, I believe.
Oh, it is?
That's not true. Is it true?
Dragon Trail
Gardens. You finished ahead of me at Streets of Willow Springs too.
Yeah.
What was the significant thing there?
Like
Dragon Trail Gardens 2. You tied for first that night, points-wise.
Yeah.
That's your best finish of the season.
Yeah, it is. Wow.
68 points. That's your best finish of the season. That might be my best finish of the season, too, actually. What's the highest points I've scored in a night? I see a 67.
60...
Yeah, actually, that is the second highest... That's the highest score by anybody who's not named Frost.
Is me?
Yeah.
68? Wow.
The highest anybody else has gotten ever is a 67.
I think you got 67 twice. You got it at DGD, Dragon Trail Gardens, and then
I got 2 67s. That's right.
Yeah, Streets of
and Sugar Honey Iced Tea also had a 67.
Yeah, so,
but you've got the only 68, and Frost is the only driver to sweep a night, and he's done that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times now.
Yeah.
So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Next week, actually we got 2 more weeks left of this series, and it's getting kind of close between me and Stoney. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, Frost kind of walking away with it, but you know what I'm saying. With 2 weeks left to go, we got Dragon Trail Gardens, and then we got another then to finish it off, Horse Thief Mile. You know what I'm saying? Nowhere ever better to finish off a season at that track. You know what I'm saying? Really, you know what I'm saying? And really intense. You know what I'm saying? The gravel was right there to get you if you make a mistake. So it's, you know, these last couple races, and I think for me, it'll be, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna be strong, you know what I'm saying, at Dragon Trail, and I think I'll be strong at Horse Thief Mile too, you know what I'm saying, after going to those places a few times this season already, and you know what I'm saying, going a few different ways and stuff like that. But it's basically gonna wrap up the video, so make sure y'all go ahead and get that noti bell push so you guys are notified when I do post, and we're about to go ahead and get up out of here. I'm gonna see y'all later. Peace.